Yaxel Lendeborg is a physical specimen whose overall impact was a huge part of Michigan's title run. Even though he'll be 24 years old before playing his first NBA game, his production, versatility, and premium positional archetype make him a surefire lottery pick. I'm Will Gottlieb, All City Network's NBA draft expert, and this is our 5-minute or less NBA draft profile series presented by Kalshi. At 6'9" with a 7'3" wingspan and weighing 240 pounds, Lendeborg is a small forward in a center's body. He's an unreal athlete in the open floor, capable of throwing down some electric poster dunks in traffic. He's a strong, physical driver that uses his size and frame to body defenders and clear out space. Shooting 73% at the rim, it's not just ferocious dunks, though he did have 29. He has a soft touch on floaters and creativity finishing below the rim. He also drew a ton of fouls, 4.1 free throw attempts per game with a 42.5 free throw attempt rate, which will help his efficiency. He doesn't have a ton of wiggle or creativity with the ball, but has enough ball handling in his game to operate across multiple positions and offensive schemes. He'll be able to drive and score, attack closeouts, and can do some work off the dribble coming off of handoffs and in pick and roll. Lendeborg's also a good spot-up shooter who tripled his three-point volume from about 15% of his shots coming from beyond the arc in his final season at UAB to 45% at Michigan. He shot 37.2% on threes and 82.5% at the line, showing some ability to score off the dribble at times, which will be useful in various scenarios, but probably will not be a huge part of his game at the next level. Defensively, he was incredibly productive with over a block and a steal per game. He had a 2.1 steal rate, a 4.4 block rate, and a 6.9 defensive box plus minus. He uses his strength to his advantage, is able to guard bigs and not get move off of his spots defending on drives. He's got sharp instincts and quick hands that allow him to irritate ball handlers, and though he does tend to turn his back to his man at times to make plays, he has the athleticism and length to recover if he does get beat. He's probably not going to be a primary rim protector at the next level, but he does offer some great support there as a low man sliding over to help, contesting shots, and has some nice chase down blocks as well. Overall, Lendeborg will be the guy that does all the little things and dirty work that impact winning in so many different ways. He's a sharp cutter who can creep along the baseline for dunks, or 45 cut from the wing to help keep the offense moving, as he did playing alongside multiple bigs at Michigan. He's a menace in transition, able to get out ahead of the pack and finish with authority, as well as making the right reads in advantage situations. He's a hard screen setter that can roll into finishes or pop out for three, and he even showed some good short roll playmaking flashes. He's also a fantastic rebounder, 16% defensive rebounding rate and 12.5% total rebounding rate, despite playing alongside Merez Johnson Jr. and Adai Mara. With an 8.0 offensive rebounding rate, he should also be able to impact the offensive glass, which is huge for the possession battle in the NBA. Yaxel will be 24 years old going into the 2026 season and is older than some of the players from the 2022 draft class like Paolo Banchero, who's already finished up his rookie scale contract. And there are always upside questions when it comes to older prospects breaking out at that age. He's also not the most explosive athlete with only a 32.5-inch vertical and is already into, if not past, his absolute athletic prime year. It's always dangerous to draft older players in the lottery, especially those who pop later in their college career, but Yaxel's path and the fact that he's not just more physically dominant than college players, but NBA players too, prove he will be the exception to that rule. My stat-based player comp generator produced Cam Johnson, Grant Williams, Mikal Bridges, and Franz Wagner as the closest comparisons, measuring 6'8.75" without shoes, with a 7'3.25" wingspan at 240 pounds. He measured similarly to Wendell Carter Jr. As far as his playstyle, big physical wings like Aaron Gordon and OG Anunoby have been the common names to come up, and those make sense given his frame and complementary skill set. With the NBA trending towards size, defense, athleticism, and versatility, Lendeborg could easily climb into the top 10 on draft night, and with his production, he should be able to step into a rotation role and contribute immediately. With that said, more win-now teams like the Warriors, Clippers, and Thunder would be ideal fits, as he could help them in a key role from day one. Milwaukee would also be a nice fit if they do end up keeping Giannis and want to continue making the playoff push. But if he somehow made it to Miami or Charlotte at the back end of the lottery, those teams should be thrilled. Right now, Yaxel Lendeborg is trading at 35% to go top 10, and you can buy in or out of your position at any time. Sign up using promo code ALLNBA to get $10 when you trade 10. Would you take Yaxel top 10? Let us know in the comments and tune in for the next 5-minute NBA draft profile.